Now, there's two Halloween episodes of The Flash, one from season 5 and one from season 6. However, I only want to talk about the one from season 5 due to the fact that the one from season 6 isn't really a Halloween episode, except for the very last scene with the zombies, which I'll admit was genuinely scary. But while I like the episode itself, because I like seeing Frost and Barry team up, it's just not really a Halloween episode, despite the fact it's actually set on Halloween. It just doesn't really fit the idea of a Halloween episode to me. Now, the episode in season 5 is titled All Dolled Up, which is a Halloween episode despite the fact that it was actually aired a week after Halloween. This was because it was pushed back due to there being some real world events that took place. But it is still considered a Halloween episode as that's what it was intended to be. It also did have a lot of Halloween elements still very much present in the episode. Much more than the one from season 6. That's why I'm talking about the one from season 5. Which actually doesn't take place on Halloween, but it's still considered a Halloween episode due to the fact that the villain is Ragdoll, who's played by Troy James, who's actually able to twist his body in such a way. Of course, the head stuff is CGI, and a lot of it is CGI. But all the jumping around on all fours wasn't. That was actually him. And he was voiced by Phil Lamar, most known for voicing Martian Manhunter from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Now, why I actually love the entire episode, there is an A plot and a B plot. And since the B plot is in no way connected to the A plot, nor anything to do with Halloween, or anything scary, I won't be talking about those portions of the episode. Just know it involves Killer Frost, Vibe, and Sherlock Wells. Now, this episode is about a new metahuman going on a robbery spree, who is quickly identified as Peter Merkel, who has now gained the ability to twist his limbs in such a way that it actually snaps his bones only to reinstate them. It is, in my opinion, very gory to watch, and I love, and I mean love, the sound effects of his bones cracking. I know that sounds really weird, but I do. I really, really like it, because it really just highlights what is so just bizarre about this character. Now, the character from the comics is, in my opinion, an okay character. While actually there is something from the comics I wish that stayed true in this episode. That is the fact that the character in the comics is non-binary. Instead, they just made him male. So I feel as if that was, in my opinion, kind of a wasted opportunity. Anyways, Iris and Barry go to find his mom, who's a rich woman who gives off very big Trump-supported vibes, to learn that she actually doesn't care about her son in a traditional sense. Now, this is actually very important, as recently Nora revealed to Iris that she'll one day become a horrible mom. So Iris feels as if she might become like how Peter's mom is, and treats Nora terribly in the future. Now, Iris wants an actual relationship with her daughter. She wants to be close with her. But since Nora knows what Iris will do to her eventually, she wants something to do with her. Which is a very interesting idea in my opinion. Nora's also been recently staying at Cecile's and Joe's, refusing to talk to her mom or forgive her. But Cecile is telling Nora stories about her mom and already changed her mind, by pretending she's telling stories about her dad when they're actually about her mom. Which, in my opinion, is actually a pretty smart idea. Also, it's a little confusing here, as Iris, taking away Nora's powers, was actually in a way that Iris thought she was protecting her. Meanwhile, Peter's mom is just outright a horrible person, saying that she doesn't like her son. Therefore, I would argue there is a bit of a difference between the whole, protecting your child in the wrong way compared to just outright hating your child. But I understand where Iris is coming from due to the fact that Iris just feels like she's a horrible mom, like how Peter's mom is definitely a horrible mom. Ragdoll would end up kidnapping Barry, disabling his powers. Ralph and Iris come to save him, but when Barry's pushed off a roof, Iris has to jump after him to free him, letting him save both of their lives, to be met by Nora, who watched her mom save her dad, making her realize, while perhaps her future self might turn out to be a selfish jerk, the present her is actually a pretty good person. An elongated man defeats Ragdoll off camera. However, I really wish we got to see that, because that is a fight I would really, really like to see. Now, this episode, in my opinion, was very good. I really, really like Ragdoll. And it's not just me. He became a fan favorite and will be brought back later this season in Season 6. His look with the mask and suit, along with Phil's voice work and Troy's unusual talent, plus by sound effects of bone cracking, make him feel genuinely scary, while also making him come across very visually distinct from other villains. I also like how this episode is able to tackle two plots in one storyline. One about fear and the other about motherhood. And I feel like neither of them eclipse one another. Instead, they weirdly work together to make a very good episode. And that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.